we doing, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the show. We've been having a pretty good time of it recently. As you can see here, since we hit up Bournemouth in the third round of the Carabao Cup, we have since had a 3-2 win over Newcastle, a 4-1 drubbing by Wolves, a 2-0 win against Birmingham, and then a 1-all draw with Spurs, all in the league. So we've been doing pretty well, and we currently are sitting in that final European space with 14 points after 9 games. Got a game in hand on Wolves, who are in fifth at the moment and only 3 points ahead of us, but with a worse goal difference. So who knows? We may be floating around fifth in the table by the time the next Premier League game is over. But today, we seem destined to play this fixture over and over and over. Our one season in the Championship, we drew them in the Cup. Last season, obviously, played them twice in the Premier League. This season, we've got to play them twice in the Premier League and now in the Carabao Cup fourth round as well. You've guessed it. It's another East Lancs derby, another El lanclasico. It's time to take on Burnley, ladies and gentlemen. But happy with how we're doing so far this season. It's definitely an improvement on last season, and I think I'm going to be able to maintain it much better than I did last season, because we did have a good start last season as well. But quickly before we start, if you haven't subscribed already, guys, do hit that subscribe button. Ring the little bell if you want to be notified when new videos go live. Give it a thumbs up as well, and leave a comment down below, why don't you? My Twitter's also in the description, so make sure you click through to the Twitter and give that a follow too. But without further ado, let's get ourselves into this Burnley game, shall we? Let's go straight into the pre-match press conference and see what people are saying. What do we make of the chances in this one? We've come on leaps and bounds. We have. Am I confident? I'm as confident as long as we stick to our game plan. Is a win over Burnley as good as it gets, or does it not matter quite so much? Speaking for myself, I'm keen to ensure we always triumph in these contests. Yes. Any signs of the pressure getting to you? I'm pretty good at remaining detached from things. I think that's important as part of my job. Yeah. Something special about matches like this. Isn't it what's the sport's all about? I look forward to these games as much as any. Do you look forward to the type of atmosphere that typically comes with rivalry matches? I'm sure we'll receive great backing. Clashes are often heated and tempers will surely flare. Is it hard to control the players in this game? Our best chance of winning is with 11 players on the pitch. Given the history, incredible hunger from Blackburn fans to get one over, what are the challenges facing you when preparing for a match? I don't really have to do very much. The occasion speaks for itself, yes. But the fact is that the added weight of expectation for the fans, matches like this can sometimes cause managers to crack. I don't know or care how he's handling it, quite frankly. I'm just trying to concentrate on making sure we're prepared. Can you give us any indication of how you'll be approaching the match tactically? I'm not willing to do that, no. Now let's see. We had Joe Williams from Mundial. Didn't like that too much. But James Antoine from Team Talk, who's unfriendly with me. We got a bit of a boost in reputation with him, which is nice. But let's crack on forward and try and get into this EFL Cup fourth round tie, the Carabao Cup. We have 7 players away on international duty, so our team is not quite bare bones, but it's not at full strength for sure, and I'll show you that now. Calling the Blackburn fixture just another game. Sean Dyche doesn't know what he's talking about. So this is the lineup that we're looking at for the next game. Montero is back from injury. He starts. Luke Thomas here at left back because DiMarco's away with Italy. Niakate and Adrelson here in centre-back because Kabak's away on international duty. Rudy at right-back. I believe that's because Niambe's in international duty as well, yeah. And then Offbora and Harper in the middle here. Offbora is getting his debut today. He's the fella that we signed from Rangers, as you can see. 5.5 mil from Rangers. So he's getting his debut today in the deep lying playmaker role. Where is Evander right now? I believe Evander's injured himself, hasn't he? Why can I not see him here? Oh no, there he is. Yeah, he's injured. He's not fully fit yet. Be back in full training in 3 days. So Harper gets the run out at the Mezzala role. This line you'll be familiar with. Teles Magno, Bradley Dack, and La Quintana as our attacking midfield force. And then Armstrong, rather than playing as a complete forward, can play as an advanced forward for us there and hopefully bang a couple of goals in and sink Burnley. But this is the lineup that we're going for today, and hopefully it's going to make all the difference for us. And now El Jabari is injured. Montero is injured. I'm going to give him the injection. I want him to play. Bruised thigh. You can play with a bruised thigh, mate. But El Jabari, he's our sub-centre mid, basically, and now he's got himself injured too. We've not been doing great with injuries this season so far at all. So we're going to have to find a centre mid worth playing. So John Buckley, Butterworth can't play in the centre normally. It's going to have to be Buckley, I think, who's not great at all. But let's have a look at Butterworth. It's also not great. So Buckley it is. Buckley comes in for El Jabari. And let's get ourselves gone, shall we? Well, Kabak isn't actually away on international duty. Kabak's just suspended because of the yellow card he got in the last game. I forgot about that. So that's why we've got Nikate in at centre-back. He's come on as a sub for us once before and done pretty well. But Montero and El Jabari getting injured is a pain. People are complaining that there's not enough training, and yet there's enough training for a lot of my squad to get injured pretty frequently. So Evander can play apparently, but we're not going to play him. Let's get straight into the game, shall we? Next match only. I'm not going to play Kaminsky. I'm not going to bring Evander on. We're going to leave things as they are right now, even though it might give us a better chance to actually make those changes. I think we're going to stick with what we've got here and try and make this work. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, and I have no idea how it's going to go. So let's get this kicked off, shall we? Yeah, he might not be fully fit, but he's going to give it his best for us, I'm sure. I'm quite interested to see how he plays, this being his first game. So the team that we're up against, Peacock Farrell in goal, Colombo, Tarkowski, Taylor, and Malaysia at the back, Alvarez, Pavlovic, Thorstad and McNeil in midfield with Avila and Carrillo up top. This is going to be interesting. Chris Wood on the bench, Josh Brownhill on the bench, Trossard on the bench, Bobby Thomas. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. We owe Burnley. Let's get everyone big and fired up for this. Derby Day, how much do you look forward to taking it on? Personally, always look forward to it. A couple of minor tweaks, but nothing fundamental. That's our team selection. And now let's see how this game goes as Armstrong kicks us off by going back to Nikate. And then Nikate goes all the way back to Montero with his bruised thigh. Hopefully it's not going to affect his game too much. It does already look like it's very much a Rovers dominated beginning to the game as Offborough finds Nikate. We're getting forced backwards here. There's not enough room for us to play the passing game that we like to play up top of the field there, though. But Thomas plays it inside to Harper there, and Harper's got a bit of room to run. He tries to play a long ball to Armstrong, but doesn't quite make it. And then Thomas finds Harper again. Inside to Offborough, who plays a lovely ball out to Thomas on the byline, but his cross is blocked. He manages to play it into Harper. Harper dispossessed, but Tales Magno finds La Quintana, and La Quintana gets the first goal of the game. Bob on the 3 minutes mark. Blackburn lead Burnley 1-0 at Ewood Park in the Carabao Cup. And like I said in the last episode, ladies and gents, don't call it a cup run. It could be too early for me to say things like that. Who knows? This might all go into the mud before the end of the episode. As that's a beautiful ball forward for McNeil. Oof. Flashes across the face of goal and goes just wide and out for a goal kick. And now we've got a free kick here that Thorstvedt is going to take. Oh, and Montero does well to stop that there. Doesn't get hands to it, and Nikate gets across and clears it out of touch for a throw. Great start to the game for Blackburn here, but Burnley are definitely getting back into it right now. Tales Magno and La Quintana have been inspired signings for me, I think. They're trying to press us more often. They're going a little bit more attacking. We could potentially go a bit more attacking too here, I think. Let's give the boys some encouragement. Offborough is already having a hard time, but we'll sub him off at half time. And let's put ourselves into attacking mode as well. Why not? As Pavlovic finds the head of Carrillo there, but Montero saves comfortably. Oh, now what's going on here? Let's ignore that for now. La Quintana on the right-hand side here. Tries to, almost muscled off there, but now Rudy has it. It's back with La Quintana. He's being marshalled pretty well here, but off-Bora gets it, manages to find Armstrong. Armstrong being tricky and dinking his way into the box, but Malaysia there slides in, and yeah, Armstrong ends up feeding Harper, whose shot is a good one, but Peacock Farrell, sorry, gets down well enough to turn it round as Thomas now takes the resulting corner, and it's headed straight back to him by Tarkowski. Can he deliver again? He finds the head of Tales Magno, who heads it wide. It was close. Another good move by Blackburn Rovers there. Is the goal from La Quintana going to be the only action in the first half? Yes, it is. Who knows? That might be the all-important winning goal of the game. Let's get ourselves into the dressing room. Tell them to give the fans the money's worth. Adrelson's going to be suspended for the next game. Off-Bora is looking pretty rough there. So where is he? Buckley is going to have to come on for him. It's a definite weakening of the team there, but kind of needed. Let's get ourselves back in. That's the only change we're going to make at half time is bring Buckley on for Bora. I don't know how to say his name. I'm embarrassing myself with this as Peacock Farrell now has the ball, plays it long but only to the head of Adrelson, and nothing comes of anything. Niakate rather, is having a fantastic game at centre back there. 7.1 rating so far. We're going to have to give the boys some more encouragement. No, I'm not going to take Thomas off yet. Yeah, you can man mark that guy as Carrillo here feeds it back to Taylor, and Taylor tries to play it long, but Buckley is there with a scissor kick to kick that up forward, getting his kung fu on. But now Alvarez is coming down the right-hand side here for Burnley, and it's with Avia. He plays it across to McNeil, who slots it in at the back post. That was a lovely move by Burnley. I can't begrudge them that goal. It was a fantastic goal. Have I done the encouragement? Yes, I have. Let's skip the replay. It was a lovely move, but I don't want to see it again. I'm trying to think of a change I could make here. So Buckley's also struggling right now. Right, let's have a little think about what we can do here. So striker-wise, we literally only have Sam Gallagher on the bench, and I don't think he's good enough here. But we've got Rankin Costello, who can come on for either Tales Magno, who's playing a 6.7, La Quintana's playing a 7.1. So we're going to bring him on for Tales Magno. Inverted winger here is the best he's going to be on support. So let's leave him on that. Let's go while we're in possession as well. We're going to go with higher tempo. And that'll do for us, I think. Let's confirm those changes and see if that gets us any further up the field here. We're slightly behind on XG, shots and shots on target. Possession is ours, though. We're definitely winning the possession game here, but let's see what's going to go on here as Luke Thomas looks to take this free kick. Only finds the head of Brownhill, but it comes all the way back out to Thomas. Thomas now charging down the left-hand side is held up and has to play it across to Niakate. Buckley then feeds Thomas with a beautiful ball. Thomas swings one into Bradley Dack, and Peacock Farrell holds well. It was a low one, so would have been a bit of a struggle for him. Could have taken a funny bounce on the way or something, but he showed safe hands for it as Niakate picks up the goal kick and plays it back to Montero. Adrelson now plays it out to Rudy on the right-hand side. La Quintana looking to make some forward progress here. Skips past one man. He's in delivery zone now. Is he going to be able to get it across? Instead, he pulls it back to Buckley, whose shot cannons off the back of our own player, Bradley Dack there. And now Luke Thomas and Buckley combining with lovely 1-2 there. Thomas in the area. His cross blocked by Colombo. And Colombo puts it into Rosed for a throw. 5 minutes remaining. We'll always press Alvarez. Yeah, Simjanovic can come on for Rudy. Why not? As Alvarez now looking to take this corner. Seems to be wasting time a little bit. He's happy for it to be staying 1-1 right now. And that's a good save by Montero. And here we are straight away in penalties. So we're just going to have to get all our penalty takers in here. And it doesn't look like we have a great selection of them right now, which is a shame. So who is it we're looking for here now? Rankin Costello. No, sorry, Buckley. Are Buckley and Rankin Costello the same? Yep. Then Simjinovic. Come on, Simjinovic, you're saving our season here. Then a Drelson, if it gets there. Niakate. We're going to go from best to worst here. So Harper, Thomas, La Quintana, and then Montero. So we've gone for 11. We've put all 11 players in order there. Now let's see what we've got here. This is your chance to be heroes. Make sure you have no regrets. Little emotion. Adrelson's pretty calm. Kaminsky's positive. Let's see these penalties happen as Trossard steps up first against the injured Montero. And he buries it. Burnley score their first one. Armstrong stepping up now for Blackburn. He's missed 2 penalties already this season, scored 1. Let's hope he can make it 2 for 2 all. And he can indeed. 1 apiece. Second taker now stepping up for Burnley, and it's Chris Wood. And Chris Wood scores, making it 2-1 to Burnley right now. And now up next for Blackburn is Bradley Dack. Oh, and he hits the post. Farrell tips it onto the post, it looks like. Great save if that's the case. As now Alvarez steps up for Burnley. We're expecting Montero to pull out a wonder save here now, but nope, it is put into the back of the net by Alvarez. And Rankin Costello now stepping up. Hopefully he can keep us in this. If we miss this one, which we don't, comfortably slotted into the bottom corner, it would only require Burnley to score 1 more to knock us out. As now Pavlovic steps up, rolling up his socks, and he buries his as well. So now this next one is a must score for us. And who's on there? Who's coming up for it? Dun, 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 dun. It's Buckley. Buckley, who's not played for us since we were in the Championship. Can he now become a bit of a cult hero and keep us in this? Come on, Buckley. He does indeed. Simjinovic will be stepping up for the 5th, so now we just need Montero to do something and save this next one. I thought they were going to review that or something then, after the action the keeper was taking, as Brownhill steps up to take this penalty. Come on, Montero. Oh, he misses. Montero didn't have to do anything. Now, Simjinovic must score this to keep us in the game. He hit the post. Thank you, Brownhill. Come on, Simjinovic. Come on, buddy. Drum rolling on the arms of my chair. I know you're unhappy here, but do us proud. And he does. Buries it. Bottom corner. That is 4 apiece, sorry. As Colombo now steps up for Burnley. And he hits the post. Blackburn Rovers must score here to take the tie and move into the next round of the Cup. And who is stepping up for the penalty? We shall see shortly. None other than Adrelson. He was nice and calm before the shootout. Let's see if the Brazilian ball-playing defender can pick his spot well and send us through to the next round. As Adrelson runs up. Oh, just wide. We're into sudden death properly now, ladies and gents. As Avia now. Chimi Avia is stepping up. Montero stretching in the goal there, trying to put him off and saves. Oof, 3 penalties in a row missed by Burnley there. Can Peacock Farrell deny Niakate, or is Niakate going to miss? Or is Niakate going to be our hero and send us through to the next round? Montero with a great save there as Niakate positions himself, runs up, and he scores, sending us through. We have won an East Lancs derby, ladies and gentlemen. And not any East Lancs derby, one that puts Burnley out of the Carabao Cup and moves us on to a next round tie with either Chelsea or Manchester United. That is quite a way to win a game. Penalties like that. Woo! I'm very happy with you boys. Well done. Oh, that was a bit of a squeaky bum time heartbeat at that one, wasn't it? But I don't know if we know who our next opponent is yet. So let's see. We're through to the quarterfinal. After that win, Offborough makes his return to English football since he left Bournemouth in 2021. we have a post-match press conference. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Nakate got himself on the back pages with the winner. Must have been a pretty nervous time watching. Always had the confidence in my players' ability to win the day. The fairy tale continues. You must be delighted to progress further. I'm pleased we're through, but we won't get ahead of ourselves right now, that's for sure. Today's result sees us through to the next round of the competition. Must be delighted. Do you think you can go all the way and win it? As long as we're in the competition, we've got a chance. I was pleased to see him back. I was definitely pleased to see him back, considering he's my player. And Craig Evans didn't really like that. That's fine. So we end up playing Chelsea now in the quarterfinal on the 11th of January. That's going to be a tough game. And Montero now is going to be injured for 4 to 7 days. We'll leave him to the physio. Our next match is against Leicester in 4 days. I don't mind playing Grief in goal for that one, because the rest of our team should be back anyway. And Colombia boss Raider was seen at Ewood Park, keeping his eyes on Montero for his next Colombia squad. And Montero does already have 5 caps. He is a proper solid keeper, isn't he? Looking at those stats, he's a proper solid keeper. I'm glad we have him. But hopefully he won't be... sorry, let's just have a look at that again. Hopefully he won't be out for too long. He's already seen 1 period out. He's currently worth 5.75. How much did we sign him for? We signed him for 1.6 million. Cracking signings all over the shop. In fact, before we end this video, let's have a quick little look through our transfer history and see the people who we've signed this season. So Solo was free. He's now worth $500,000. Rudy was free. He's now worth nearly 13 mil. Harper was 2 mil. He's now worth 8. I know a lot of this is contract value stuff. DeMarco was free. He's now worth 32.5 million. Insane, that, isn't it? Grief was 900k. He's now worth 5 mil. Luke Thomas on loan, fine. Montero 1.6 we've just looked at. Aguilar, who's not even playing for us. And then this 5.5 mil is now worth 8.25 mil. And we've also got the people that we brought in towards the end of last season as well. So let's start with El Jabari, 2.6 to 2.9. He's only worth 1.6 now, so we've actually lost money on him. But he's got the potential to be amazing, so I think we're going to make money on him in the end. Kabak for 16.5. He's now worth 21.5, so improving with us. Where are we up to? Tales Magno, we spent 12.75 on. He's now 16.75. We've got an extra 4 mil on him. Adrelson cost us 10k, and he's now worth nearly 10 mil. That's an insane improvement there. Anthony Robertson for 1.6. He's now worth 7.5. Zamudio for 175k. He's made 300k on his value. La Quintana for 1.3 mil. Now 7.75 mil. Niakate for 2.1 mil. Now 6.75 mil. We're just raking in profit here, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of these players, other than really Tales Magno and La Quintana and El Jabari, a lot of these players are kind of disposable at the end of the season. We can sell a handful of them. Kabak, I guess I'll keep as well. And we can sell them, make a profit, and improve our squad that way, I would hope. But let's have a look at the schedule now and see what's coming up. So after that win against Burnley, which is a huge win, we've got Leicester, Bournemouth, and West Ham. And then our only game in November so far is Chelsea. So we'll likely meet you back for that Chelsea game before we end up going into another East Lancs derby and our FA Cup third round tie. So who knows? We might do a double header episode for December's games. They are only a few days apart, like literally 3 days apart. Amazing. No rest for the wicked, eh? But yeah, as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you give a big thumbs up and ring that bell if you do want to be notified when new videos go live. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of that result. And also, yeah, my Twitter in the description. Make sure you go check that out too. And as always, I have been Deej. You guys have been amazing. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.